Welcome back. Now, at least in my opinion, World 5 is definitely easier than the last one. Still has some parts though. She never understood the impulses that drove him, never quite felt the intensity that over time chiseled lines into his face. She was never quite close enough to him, but he held her as though she were, whispered into her ear words that only a soulmate should receive. Over the remnants of dinner, they both knew the time had come. He would have said, "I have to go find the princess," but he didn't need to. Giving a final kiss, hoisting a travel bag to his shoulder, he walked out the door. Through all the nights that followed, she still loved him as though he had stayed, to comfort her and protect her. Princess be damned. Again, we get a pit. A little demonstration of what is going to happen here. It's glowing in pink instead of green this time. Get this little clone to pick it up. Yeah, the puzzle piece itself is going to reset, but it's like that little second chance, that little repeat. Same goes with this switch, and eventually some enemies are going to behave that way. A pretty quick one, though. Only lasts like 1 second, so... Just that little rewind. Flip it. Again, something that may require a couple of tries. As soon as that gate gets to the top, it's going to fall again. Even quicker than it had opened. For this one... That is the wrong order. But this will eventually lead to the right order since I was up there. That little rewind. Only have a limited time with this, though. Eventually it's going to fade. And just in time, you got the switch. So, now into this door. No title for that one, but I think we can tell. For that one, in order to get the key, it's going to take going around this way because of an enemy that glows pink. Trick it so that you can get to the left side. Not get too close right now. After the distraction, you can get the key. And the puzzle piece too. Maybe that little jump. And that's good. But not quite good enough. In the case of the key, that is. However, what a nice little trick we have there. Because the key is glowing pink. Sacrifice that little mirror. But hoping not to get trapped. That should work. That gives us both puzzle pieces. Anyway, another bounce, and we enter this door, crossing the gap. Still not quite too hard, although a little bit annoying. You'll get up here to this switch. Do it like that, sort of. You're nearly there. That bounce should work. So, wait. Yes, that worked. Now, flip it quickly back. The enemy can get across, the enemy that knows. And that allows you to get to that puzzle piece. For the next one, though, really shouldn't be too hard at all. It's definitely easier than the one I got just now. That little clone. Bounce. The new one generates. There you go. That's 2 already. So, for the third one, definitely the hardest of the 3 here. Even though apparently it's in the middle, on on the top left. You need to make the sacrifice too. In order for your enemy to make the sacrifice. Really strange how time is going to work here, but necessary. Of course, you only get one chance. You cannot rewind. Well, after. That's the problem with this little thing. You bounce. At least it conveniently pauses when you get to the bottom of the screen. It tells you to shift again. That's the way to do it. Window of opportunity now. You're so desperate for one, are you? As indicated by the icon we saw here. Pink lock, but a regular key. Yes. That can be confusing. Now this can also be a little bit confusing. Just wait for that to wear off. Don't really need to wait for it to wear off. We just need to predict here. And you really need to anticipate the future here. So this... I really hate that gimmick, but at the same time I love it, just like many others. Now this one, you need to get it in the right order. You may need to move around a lot. But then again, maybe you won't need to. So, that one was a little bit too quick. Take your time. Make sure that you can unlock the one on the top first, and then get across this before the other one unlocks it. Like this. Flip it. And now that puzzle piece is yours. So, up and around we go. That puzzle piece is not glowing pink, but probably nothing to worry about here. So, maybe time to put together again. Like, not like that. There we go, that's one. And that was almost another. Look at me trying to figure it out again. Jeez. Again, another case of it being on a silver platter, but still. It's just sometimes you need to rotate it, and then that'll make things a lot easier. You'll know where they need to go. Depends on some of the other pieces, I would think. Heavily on some of the other pieces. For this one, it goes like that. And like this. And then it starts to make sense afterwards. Or so I would hope. In my own case. That's 10 puzzle pieces right now. We'll just head into this door. And into another lair. It's going to be the same boss. Only this time, instead of green, it's going to be pink. So, you rewind, its health is going to reset to what it was before. Not only that, you wake it up, it's going to go back to sleep until Black Shadow. Also, sometimes it can get confused. At least I think it can get confused because you would think that because I dealt damage before, even though it reset by rewinding, I would have dealt the same 2 damage last time. In this case, well, regardless of whether I dealt the damage, at least after rewinding, the clone dealt it again, but I live. Really need to make sure the chandeliers are still there. Quite critical. So, for this, you can just hope that he's going to move right under. A second time, that is. That one definitely failed. And that one also failed. Even though it only had 2 health remaining, it still took only 1 chandelier in order to finish it off. I'm not exactly sure how that worked, because in between 2 health and 0, I don't think I even saw it at 1. Unless it was like a single frame. Anyhow, to get that puzzle piece, let's just take the lock up there and flip this. Remember, because it's pink, you can take advantage of that as you rewind back to near here and use the key again, only on this side. Now just give it time. Make sure you didn't take too long. Like that. And now, instead of a fickle companion, we've got a fragile companion. Easy, really easy once you figure it out. A green key, but we have those pink locks. So try it again if you need to. It's almost irreversible. Take advantage of it moving forward in a way that you didn't do. So, with that, we finally got all the puzzle pieces here, and we got another flag. You're not glowing. Hi, I'm lost. How are you? Well, at least you didn't say the princess is in another castle. But to finish this off now, like this, for one more ladder. So, World 6 next time.